Is this some kind of a joke, Marissa? It's not like you to make jokes.
Have you forgotten your induction?
My induction?
Ron? Zoltaren? Doctor, you saved Gallifrey.
I have. Oh, what do you think of that, Leela?
I think you've gone mad.
He remembers nothing. It is the wisdom of Rasnov.
Ta-ta, everybody. Come on, Leela. Come on, what's the matter?
I'm staying.
Stay here. Why? Ah, I see. I hope. Yes, I'm sure you do hope. She'll look after you. She's terribly good with a knife. Come on, K9.
Negative. I remain.
Here.
Affirmative.
Why?
To look after the mistress.
Doctor,
Yes.
I will miss you.
I'll miss you too, Savage.
Where will you go now?
Somewhere else. Will you be lonely, K9?
Insufficient data, mistress.
Ooh, that sends shivers up the spine, doesn't it? I'd forgotten that the Sontarans were part of this one. In the second part of the story, I think they replaced the Vardens as the villains. Can't quite remember the exact detail of that. I thought that chap playing Barusa was incredibly funny. He had that sort of teacher scowl on his face the whole time, didn't he? Even when he said, "You've saved Gallifrey." I'm not quite sure why the Doctor ended up forgetting what had happened, or whether he was just pretending to forget what happened. But of course, this was the swan song for Louise Jameson, who I thought looked terribly pretty in the lighting there just before the TARDIS dematerialized. The blue eyes really showing up there, weren't they? And K9 Mark 1. Again, it's another lovey-dovey send-off, isn't it? We've had a few of them in the past. Don't think it works as well as perhaps it might have done. Again, I'd have to rewatch the whole story to really ascertain how close Leela and the Chancery Guard, who I can't quite remember his name now, Damon. No, probably not. But anyway, to see how close they got together. But again, it does seem quite a step for Leela to take to leave the Doctor and stay behind on Gallifrey, and very sweet of K9 to stay and look after her. But of course, he's immediately replaced with K9 Mark II, which kind of beggars the point, why did they do that? But, it's a nice little touch, isn't it? But yes, I suppose the legacy of Louise Jameson is just an extraordinary companion, someone out of the ordinary, something different I think she brought to the show. And her background as a savage, and I think that kind of lent itself to some very interesting stories and exploration of the character. And Louise Jameson was just brilliant throughout. I'd forgotten she'd actually only done that season and a few stories. So there we are. But she has returned to Big Finish in a big way with Tom Baker, which is great to see. But yeah, lovely companion. And certainly one that you'd never forget.